It's your boy, man, on this Saturday, Scoob for president, man. Y'all know what's going on, man. Out here enjoying this beautiful weather on this Saturday. Happy weekend, everybody, man. We're going to continue pushing the good vibes, you know what I mean? If we didn't do that, it wouldn't be right. You know, ain't no need for me to get on here if I can't make at least one person smile, you know. It's deeper than me. You know, I ask each and every one of y'all, friends, family, artists, you know what I'm saying? Do me a favor, man, and make one person smile today, man. You know, you ain't got to go out the way. You know, you ain't got to spend no money to make nobody smile. You know, it'd be the small gestures in life that'll really make a person, you know, that'll really make a person's day. You know, you don't ever know what your neighbor, your loved ones, or anything like that's going through. So with that said, you know, man, y'all just, you know, it's easy, man. Y'all just stay kind to one another. And don't forget to love how you would want to be loved. You know, that's the key asset to life. You know what I'm saying? You know, we all know how the devil done kind of contaminated this world that we live in and have sin and there's wicked shit all around you, you know. And if you one of them people, man, who sees life through them lenses, I understand because I used to myself. But life really is beautiful, y'all. Before I go any further, all the Lagrangians in the house, look, y'all. I just posted a link on my Facebook. All you gotta do, click the link, and man, y'all vote Tiffany Gay, that's my sister, for the best server in LaGrange, Georgia, y'all. If y'all are from LaGrange and if you haven't visited that cart barn yet, y'all make sure to go check that out, man. I promise you, my sister, I ain't just saying this because that's my sister. She hands down the best server in the world. And she can make some of the best sweet tea that you've ever had. And it is fortunate. It's a blessing for the cart barn that she is the maker of that sweet tea. So y'all go on down to the cart barn, ask for Tiffany. And y'all do me a favor, y'all. It don't take nothing but a couple of seconds. Go on my Facebook, click on that link that I just posted. Type in Tiffany Gay's name, server, bam. That's all you got to do. Go and run it up, y'all. Y'all make sure to do that. Don't just vote. Go see her at the cart barn. Ask for Tiffany. And you're going to enjoy you a good lunch or dinner. On Fridays, which I know today's Saturday, but on Fridays they do have seafood. They got that mahi-mahi, that dolphin. You know. I don't think I really did ate no dolphin. That shit sound good. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. Mahi-mahi. But y'all make sure to get that vote in for my sister, man. Had church last night, man. Another good fellowship. You know, I don't know about y'all, man, but I love that feeling when you come up out of church. I love that feeling. I've always loved it. I'm getting past the cry moment now, you know. I don't know if it was prior to me getting baptized or whatnot, but I swear, every time I went into the church, man, I go to crying like a little baby, you know. I don't know if those were tears of conviction, tears of joy, tears of happiness, or a little bit of all the combination. But, you know, I love that feeling whenever you go to church, man. And definitely a good feeling. I'm out here posted up solo dolo, y'all, enjoying this day. A lot of my fellow roommates, man, they cooped up in the house, you know. On a day like today, this is the second official day of spring. Hang on, let's see. Look at these blooms, y'all. We got them things blooming on in. Oh! You know, I love this part outside of the pollen and the allergies that come with it. But it is a change of season. Speaking of seasons, you know, humans, we got our own seasons too, you know, whether it be a good season, bad season, a growth season. So, you know, just trust in your season, whatever you may be going through. Hopefully all y'all doing good. But if for some reason y'all are kind of down right now, I want to be the one to lift y'all up and to tell y'all that things will be better. And just continue to encourage y'all, man, to give y'all love, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, all the love that I'm been given, I can definitely feel it, all the prayers. You know, I'm praying for each and every one of y'all. That's just the righteous thing to do, you know what I mean? And, you know, I've always lived a righteous life. Let me tell it, you know what I mean? Not always, but I was contained in a sinful nature of a life, you know what I mean? And that ain't no way to live. I'm slowly but surely learning how to break them chains. And life is getting better, you know what I mean? And you know, I'm gonna be the one to tell y'all, you know, if I could change, if I could break a lot of the chains that I had held me down, then you can too. And I'm not saying I was, you know, I'm not putting myself on no pedestal when I say that. But umbrella, y'all see that umbrella? Yo, a big umbrella, boy, umbrella. I didn't notice that. Hey, man, you know, life is beautiful for real, man. Got new music about to drop. I love that. Y'all know I love that music, man. That's my real therapy. And but you know, as I've been chasing my sobriety, I have noticed that my music is getting better. So that is just a little sign that I have taken heed to let me know that I'm focused and I just ain't rambling, you know. So y'all make sure to tap in. Got new music on the way. Shout out TCB. Shout out Trap County Boy. Shout out Domino holding down that spot. We got some real shit on the way, man, for real. All promoters, y'all, if y'all watch this, all promoters, man, y'all got any open slots, me or Domino will be more than eager. I guarantee you, I put my face on it, y'all. We gonna rock that thing out. We gonna set the pace. We gonna intervene with the crowd, you know what I mean? For real, man, you know. Shout out Domino for real, man. I know music is your passion as well as mine, my brother. And, you know, let's continue making these bangers, man. You know, I asked myself, man, how come, man, me and Cuz ain't popped yet, man? How come we ain't popped on the scene? You know, and my only realization from it is, you know, I guess we weren't ready for it, you know what I mean? So, maybe in some way God didn't feel like it was fit for the time. The reason why we haven't in the past. But I truly, truly believe in my heart and soul that me and Domino is going to take this shit to the next level. And just, you know, bless people, man. You know, that's the beauty of life, man. I just want to make a change for the best in the world. And I hope you do the same thing. Y'all do me a favor. Any kind gesture that you can show to the next person that you see. Man, you know, God loves the small gestures that we show to our fellow brothers and sisters of the world, you know. Instead of, you know, letting hate or jealousy or envy or any type of negative thought, you know, consume you, you know, be the one to push the positive, you know what I'm saying? Because we all have the free will to choose whether one we give and be the better person, even on times of despair or hard times, hardship, whatever it may be. You know, we still got the free choice. Hey, you know, I just did my campaign for Tiffany, man. So, and for the ones who just now watching, man, for real now, if you ain't voted already, look, if you don't watch this and you ain't clicked on that link on my Facebook profile and voted Tiffany as the best server, the best charity. What's up, baby love, man? From LaGrange to Baltimore, man, we in this thing pushing good vibes. Man, they can't stop us, y'all. They can't stop the love, y'all. That's one thing I know, two things for certain. Oh, look at them stars. Hold up now. Oh, that boy getting stars. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Star me up one time then. But yeah, man, hey, good vibes only, man. You know, see how I just migrated a little bit, you know. Gotta feel that sun. Gotta let that tater get a little bit of that sun. Oh, shit. Chill out now. Oh, shit. She dropping them stars on me. A star is sending me stars. Charity, you a real star for real. I love you for real. Oh, that's love there, baby love. You know, but I want to remind y'all, you know what I'm saying, speaking of stars, you know, y'all are real stars too, you know what I mean? Be the person to shine light on a world full of, I ain't gonna say the world's dark, you know, but sometimes we all know that, oh shit. You know, sometimes we know, man, that the world will get dark, you know, it'll get dark on us too, you know, but be the person, man, to be the, you know, speaking of that, see that thing shine? Be that. You see that? It ain't hard to be that, you know what I mean? Shine the light on people who need it. Oh shit, hold up now. I ain't never had nobody just drop them stars on me like that. Hold up now. Oh shit, you got me blushing. You got me blushing. But y'all know I'm out here, man. You know, if you really know me, man, I be out here all day, every day outside, man. Life is a real circle. I'm back to where it started, man, back in the apartments. Shout out to all the apartment babies in the world. You know, I love growing up in apartments. Let me tell it, growing up in an apartment, man. Oh shit. Growing up in apartments has been awesome. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's made me a very diverse person. You know what I mean? And one thing about an apartment, you know, excuse me, I'm gonna pee real quick. You can just pee anywhere, you know. Hang on, let me get it right. I can't hang on. Whew. You know, this how my mama taught me how to be potty trained. Back when I was, once upon a time, I was a little jit. She tell me to pull this little ding-ling out and then pee. So, you know, I guess that's still the little boy in me. Cause man, I been known to daggone pee in the, hey, I'm talking about in some places. You know, it don't make no sense for no little boy, you know, to just be pissing all on himself. And, not when you could go find you a tree. One thing about being down here in Georgia, boy, there's trees everywhere. And I damn sure love watering that grass. I've been known to water grass from here to Oklahoma. And I'm going to continue. You know, I wonder if y'all women, you know, I can't say I wonder because I done met some chicks who don't mind popping the squat either, by God. You know, when you got to go, you got to go. But I don't know what got me on that, but yeah, I had to take me a leak. Yeah. Shit, got pissed. Hey, for real, Cherry, you know what, I'm gonna tell y'all real shit, man. You know, with this music shit, I don't even care if I ever just just blow up. Because the people who I have already met through this music stuff, man, it's been a real influence on me. And like you, Cherry, you know, the music linked this up. I got countless people, man, who I can't even start the name, because if I start naming people, I'm gonna leave some out, and they don't deserve to be left out. But man, just the connection and the frequency that music brings, to connect certain people, man. Oh, goddamn, cause amen to that, hell yeah. Well, at least you white, you know what I mean? Hey, hell yeah, you know. I know some chicks, you know, and I don't judge them, shit. Some of them don't even pat it, you know, so you gotta pat that thing dry sometimes, y'all, for the ones who ain't doing it. But, yeah, that's classy, yeah, that's very woman-like, baby love. That let me know that thing, yeah. It ain't got no on it. I like that. Scoob like that. Hey, man, don't forget, y'all, it's a Scoob world, man. It's deeper than the name, it's the lifestyle. Scoob for president, y'all. That's just what's going on around my neck of the woods, man. We trying to take this shit global. It ain't just a name, it's a real lifestyle, man. It's a happy lifestyle. It's a goofy lifestyle. You know, we all still got that goofy nature in us. But for some reason, you know, the world has tried to block us from being a true person who we are. So, you know, let your inner image shine through all the haters, all the things, all the people. What's up, homie? Keep it classy, baby. Hell yeah. Lady in the streets, but a freak in the streets. I mean, a lady in the streets, but a freak in the sheets. Yeah. That's how I like it, for real. That shit being for real, y'all. I love y'all, man. You know, I'm gonna, in due time, I'm gonna get my legs under me a little better. And we're gonna do this podcast thing for real. Either tonight or tomorrow. I'm gonna, I don't know if y'all, maybe last week, sometime first of the week, man, I brought my homie Tommy on. Shout out Tommy Sanders, man, holding it down. That's my real brother. He actually, the energy's so real. Right when I said the name, cuz, you beat in. Tonight or tomorrow, we're gonna be going live, and this is gonna be the battle of battling addiction. I'm not sure the title of it yet, but we're gonna get on here, and I'm gonna bring people on live and let y'all Let me get through this FaceTime real quick. I'm gonna let y'all hear how other people have battled recovery. Well, not battled recovery, but have battled addiction through recovery. One thing about it, man, you know, every vice, every addiction, every addict, you know what I mean? We got different ways of coping with it. I got my own in particular way, which I lean more on now, the Bible, God, then music. I used to lean on music and then would put God somewhere in my priority list, which wasn't which I feel like that's why my blessings weren't raining. So now that I got God on top of the pyramid, I have other ways of coping with my problems. That's just me speaking. I ain't gonna too make this about me, but I'm gonna bring other people on here who's just like me. And when I say that, who battle with the same addiction, the same vice, not same vices, but different addictions, but dealing with stuff that has hindered them from being the best person that they can be. And I feel like it would be cool to let y'all, the people, you know, Scoob, do it for the people, y'all. This ain't never been about me. This been about y'all. Like, yeah, you too. Yeah, you know you. Yeah, you too. Hold on. I thought I forgot about you too, man. Put always. And you know that, I'm gonna tell you, Charity, for real shit. I feel like that's why for many moons I ain't catch the blessings that I have desperately been waiting for. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna put the desperately on it. I wasn't catching blessings on my time because I ain't put God first. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let y'all look at this beautiful day. I love y'all. It's pretty out here today, y'all. I love y'all. But no, I'm gonna start going live and I'm gonna bring on other people who's at the center where I'm at, and I'm gonna let y'all hear their story. You know what I mean? I'm gonna, like, for real, let y'all hear their story, because the few people who I have talked to, man, their stories and trials and tribulations has really, like, helped me become a better person. So when I start going live, y'all be on the lookout. We're gonna do this twice a week. I'm gonna start bringing people on, and I'm gonna let y'all hear their story. And you never know, by me doing this, maybe it could change one or more people's life. You know what I mean? I really feel like we ain't got enough of that in the world, and that's what we're gonna be pushing. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful day. Beautiful day in the neighborhood, y'all. Second day of spring. I'm sitting here smoking this roll up I just rolled up. You know, I don't smoke regular cigarettes no more. I smoke roll ups. And I'm on live. I be going live, popping my shit. But yeah, we're gonna start doing that. We're gonna do one tonight, actually. We're gonna go live, and I want y'all to hear their stories. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause life is beautiful, y'all. I learned don't put work, Charity. Like, when I don't. Yeah, you don't. Hey, real shit, Charity, for real. I've learned that too. Like, doing it my way, I make this shit look good for a little bit. As of late, I made this shit look messy as fuck. But one thing I realized is, when I did it on my time, the times that I have been able to make it look good, I'm like Earnhardt, man. I crash and hit that wall every time. And I'm tell y'all, if you don't already know this, but for the ones who don't know it, the older you get, it is so much harder to get this shit back. Each time you take a loss, it gets harder and harder to get it back. You know what I'm saying? The older you get. And here I am, 38 years old, be 39. It is God's will for me to see another year. I've realized that it gets harder and harder each and every time. And, you know, and that comes from me doing it on my time. I've been here at this program since February 9th, the morning of I got baptized, and I tried to call it's Paulus Gill. I tried to call the first rehab, the first program that I tried to call, they turned me down and didn't say I was actively using enough. You know, so I kind of got discouraged about that. It was like, man, you know, man, the hell with this rehab shit. You know, I went feeling like my daddy, you know. Long live my daddy, John Loftus. You know, he faced similar things prior to him losing his life. And he tried to go and get help a couple of days, maybe a week prior to him passing. And the rehab refused him because there wasn't enough beds. You know, a week later, or however many days later, a couple of days, it was just a matter of days, my dad ended up committing suicide, allegedly. And due to that, you know, I was real bitter to that. You know, for that split second on the morning of the night when I called Las Vegas, I was gonna go to Vegas. I heard a bunch of good referrals from some friends who went out there, and but they denied me. And for a split second, I felt like my dad. But Rodney and Tiffany, thank God I was at y'all's house. Not saying I would have crashed out, but that moment, that split second of despair, made me kind of veer off and say, to hell with trying to do it, trying to seek it for myself. And the support group that I had around me in that moment was very much of a blessing, because you know, they know me better than I kind of know myself, and I know they can look at me every time I was fucking up. It seemed like every time I'd go to fucking up and I was just down on my luck and just tired of going couch to couch, you know, whore hopping, in love with a woman who was so broken prior to me meeting her, and along the duration of us together, we didn't know how to reciprocate love to one another, you know, so that just got messy as a motherfucker, you know what I mean? Like, I still love this person, but, you know, I don't know about y'all, but have you ever just loved somebody and, you know, like really love them, you know what I'm saying? Like really, really love them. And knowing that they love you and you still couldn't formulate. What's up? You better go listen. You better go listen, yo, folks. Come here. Let me check you out. Let me see. You better not run off like that. Oh, you all right. I'm a dog lover. What's your boy or girl? Come here, girl. There go your mom. You better go over there. Oh, you showing out. You stretching them legs out, ain't it? But for real. You doing all right, though? You already know it, Rodney. Like, for real. And thank God for that, cuz, like, boy, like, thank God that, you know, man, Tiffany, you know, not to make this one a personal thing, but Rodney, you know, Tiffany has been a lot like my mom, you know. I don't know if that makes sense, y'all. You know, for the ones who don't know. Let me get off this live real quick. I'm just popping my shit. Trying to spread the good vibes today. I'll be going live, just talking shit. You be saying, huh? Yeah. To where? Quick. Quick.
Around my place. I'll give you some monsters.
Yeah. I got you. I'm gonna get off live in a minute. Hey, thank God for that though, Rodney. That she wasn't gonna take no. She wasn't gonna take no for. I mean, you know, because if it was on my time, I was gonna get the hell on. I was gonna crank up that Yoda and that pew. And that wouldn't have ended good, because you know, I still kind of forget the days prior to me coming here, man. You know, having to call y'all to come pick me up from out there, and you know what I'm saying, like, whew, I don't ever want to feel like that again. Like, I don't ever want. Huh? Oh, my fault, my fault. But yeah. gonna be on here about 10 more minutes. Pretty out here, y'all. I kind of got quiet. Somebody, where I'm sitting at, they got like these apartments I'm at. They got a cool little like dog area. You know what I mean? Like they got the Olympic dog track. You know how you be seeing it on the motherfucking dog racing on ESPN. They got that. See, all I'm missing is a dog, y'all. I be training mine right now. I swear. And this is, these apartments do come with some amenities. Look at that, bam. Got the dog washing place, man. What apartments y'all know got the dog washing area? Like them folks let you keep the Jared, I love you. I ain't never had no stars, man. Hold up, bro. I ain't say, look, that's enough. That's enough, baby love. You got me smiling, man. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. Her, she said she wasn't gonna put up with it anymore. I know you should. You could tell she was pissed all weekend with that. Oh yeah, I knew it, bro. And bro, I knew it so hard, man. Like I went to feeling, one thing about life, whenever you you're going through something, and you want to be around your loved ones, but man, it was becoming unfair for my sister, and I'm able to really look at this thing like, the truth behind it is, it was coming so unfair to my sister seeing her little brother, who I know my sister loves me probably more than anybody in this world. Like, and I ain't just saying that, like, that's my biggest fan, you know what I'm saying? And many moons I've forgotten that. But, me hurting my sister's eyes, oh, it is for real. I'm telling you, man, like, God got special plans, not just for me, but for each and every one of y'all, and y'all got my word. As I continue to elevate, y'all will elevate too, in every aspect of life, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all have helped and encouraged me to stay on my shit, and I love that, a lot of people have forgotten about me. A lot of people have kicked dirt in my face when I fell on my face. Because there ain't been too many times when I'm not in the streets that I'm not running circles around motherfuckers, coming up with blueprints, how to get their money. And basically have shown a lot of people the game for free, And if I wouldn't have did that, I probably would have been a millionaire from all that past drugs experiences that I've had, you know what I'm saying? I'd have been a millionaire a couple times if I'd have absorbed the game and applied the pressure that majority of the so-called drug dealers do, but me just having so much love and righteousness in me, I wasn't never like that. I ain't never looked at none of my plays as junkies or anything less or greater than me. It was equal. So with that said, I showed a lot of brotherly love. And me and my buddy I used to run with, we used to, we broke the racial barrier for my generation. I still love cuz, I love you cuz. But I want more in life, you know what I'm saying? I've seen that lifestyle divide so many of the homies, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, amen. I don't let it beat me up. I used to for real. I used to let the past just hold me down. I used to let my past slow my present and future down. I don't know if y'all heard this, but like a old wise man told me, when you live in the past, it brings depression, and if you live in the future, it brings anxiety. So like I be trying to really like live positive, you know what I mean, and live in the present, not think too much ahead of what the future holds, and definitely don't dwell on the past, just because like either one can bring out obstacles or anchors that'll stop you from living in your present moment, you know what I mean? So I've learned that slowly but surely, you know what I'm saying? But I've seen and done stuff that, not the glamour or boost the brag, but I done seen and done shit that a whole crew of motherfuckers couldn't do. You know what I mean? Like, and I ain't just saying that. I don't glorify none of that. But that's like big facts though, y'all. Like, I'm really cut from a cloth in an era of real hustlers. I've always had that instinct in me. You know, down to me hitting the Swan Man up and selling ice cream sandwiches and, you know, around apartments, you know, going to Walmart and buying. My first hustle, Rodney taught me, you know, they go get the jumbo candy bars from Walmart, and I'd walk around and I have a sales pitch like, you know, we need some t-shirts for baseball, and I'd sell these, you know, the big candy bars now. You know, I ain't talking about them little small ones, I'm talking about them big ones. For $1, you know, so ain't nobody gonna turn that down. So I come back, you know, $15, $20, you know, in a day. And, you know, I was just able to learn people that way, you know what I mean? Very good marketing, very good analytic skills. You know, I love math, so I've utilized all my skills as far as my book smart skills. I've learned that I learned how to really utilize that in the street game. You know what I mean? I really have. You know what I'm saying? Not the Swan, man, but you know, but dang. But I said all that, you know, I want to start using those same characteristics, my same attributes into the righteous cause. And I have been doing that, you know, and I have seen God blessing me in ways that I ain't seen in a long time, you know. You know, I have seen the blessings kind of. What's up, man? Yes, sir. Yeah, just on the phone. On the phone with my family. Yeah. Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, it's nice out here today, ain't it? I'll holler at you. I like them shoes.
Yeah. Got them when I got back.
Yeah, I like them now. Yes, sir. But see, I'm learning, man, like for real to really, really love life, love myself, and you know, not so much myself. Even though I'm working on me right now, I've always got the self-satisfaction of being able to help people. For the ones that know me, you know, I'm gonna try to be the best friend that I can be, you know. And the reason for that is because I get self-gratification. You know, I won't ever speak on nothing that I've done good for a person because the good book says don't do that. You know, don't boast or brag about the things that you've given to humanity because when you do, you sound petty. You know, because when you do, you forget about all that forgiveness that we've been given. You know what I'm saying? From God. You know, every time. You know, that's the true blessing of Christianity. You know that we have direct contact. We're asking for forgiveness, and you know, we forget that, you know, 2,026 years ago, they didn't have that right. You know, they had so much conviction and so much sin that they had to withhold, and they couldn't even go talk to God directly. You know, they had to go to their high priest, and that's when they would enter to the tabernacle, and you know, the high priest would pray for all the forgiveness of their community, their town, village, whatever it may have been consist of. That was done once a year. So, you know, Jesus Christ being that you know, the order of Melchizedek is what they call it. You know, being a high priest that was that gives us direct contact to be able to pray to God is that's a beautiful thing, you know. And that was that's what a lot of us forget about, you know what I mean? Yeah, we believe God and Jesus, we know that's true, but you know, the connection that we have, or the connection that we were given to God from that moment when Jesus laid on that piece of wood, you know, on that cross, that's just honorable, you know, to be able to talk to God on a personal level now. Because like I said, you know, 2,000 plus years ago, you know, Christianity, you know, they went on that, you know, and I'm always here for you too, Charity, for real. And I want to remind you too, all the small little conversations that we had, and every time I see your name pop up, and every time I just see your name, it was Zach. I love you, man. I love my cousin. Zach, well, I'm so proud of you, man. Hey, that picture you posted a couple weeks ago, man, of that dude's backyard with that fencing and that them lights you put, man, that thing look good, man. I love you, brother. I love you and Luke, man. And, I'm sending good love and, man, blessings and just good vibes to y'all, man. I love you, brother. But I get fueled up by seeing people's name pop on here. That ain't why I do it. Because, I don't, when I make these lives, sometimes in the live form, it only be 3, 4, 5 people. But, before I go to bed, I can keep up and I can click on it. And sometimes it'll tell me that I had like 1,000 people watch. I get more views when I do this related to the views on my music, and I've really been pondering on that. And not saying I'm just going to overly contaminate y'all's live feed or news or anything like that, but just live of me, waiting for y'all for me to act a fool or whatever it may be. But, God is revealing to me that pushing this message is getting out to more people as I would used to want when I push out my music, maybe both of these can coincide with one another. And whether it's my music has brought people on a musical scale to watch and hear me speak this right here, and vice versa to me getting on here speaking positive or just talking to y'all like regular people. I ain't doing this for no clout. I ain't doing this for the clicks. I'm just doing this to try to make y'all happy and make y'all smile and give y'all something interesting to talk about. My life's kind of boring. I live a simple life. Simplicity is key to longevity. And the older I've gotten, I have realized that. But, I love it though, you never know who you... Yeah, amen, I'm starting to see who my real ones are, and that's people like you, Charity, people like Rodney, my sister. My true companionship never leaves. True agape, unconditional love. That's the love that God has for us. That agape. We still practice that in human form. That's that unconditional love, and as of late, the moments that I've been going through, I have seen, God has answered my prayers to reveal the real from the fake to me. And some of it has hurt my eyes. Some of the people who I've seen veer off and not hold it down, which I don't look for anything other than brother love, sister love, companionship, that real agape, with no strings attached to the love. I realized a lot of people once loved me and was cheering for me because I was what they thought on top in the street life form. But I've seen them same people, they'll never forget about me as I stumble. And, I feel like the feelings that I held on to the resentment to some people, like, man, you ain't real no more. When you deal with that and you still hold on to those feelings, it made me stay in that rut a little longer than expected. And that was me still letting the acts of others control my emotions, and that kept me in that rut longer. And I refuse to let people just keep me down like that because, unfortunately, it's sad to say this, a lot of people who I ran with, they didn't give a damn about lifting me up. They was becoming content with seeing me down with that dirt on my face. And boy, if y'all thought I was gonna stay down like that for that long and continue to see y'all's faces and internally smirk at seeing me down, you got me messed up. Thanks for that motivation, each and every one of y'all. And this is me having joy in my heart. It didn't take but so much of that shit for me to say, you know what, this shit ain't for me. These folks ain't for me. I'm still gonna live the righteous, solid life. Still ain't never gonna be in nobody paperwork. Still ain't never gonna be no little ratty little bitch. I'm still gonna continue to stick to the motherfucking code of the laws of motherfucking the streets. Cause that shit's just in me. I'm in too deep to forget any of that. And I'm in too deep to start learning fuck characteristics that some of these folks are still caught in or have recently let themselves get consumed in. That ain't gonna be me, Bubba. No. And I feel like that the streets, it's forever the streets. You know, I love being able to pull up in any hood in LaGrange and get reciprocated love. I love that shit. Will I indulge in that? No. But the shit that my eyes have seen the past couple of years, it has made my eyes hurt. And the emotion that came from that was a negative emotion. But now I'm able to reverse it and see it as a blessing. God has answered my prayers where he has delivered me from so much of the fuckery, so much of the fake love, of the conditional love. I don't want that shit around me. And unfortunately, I used to always want that around me because I thought it was real. You know, real love with my ex, and, you know, got homies who I would have, you could have nailed me on the cross for them boys, man. And I started feeling like they thought that I was really gonna be a sacrificial lamb to their fuckery. And that was the plot that was brewing up around me. And they must forget how smart I am. Man, stop. No. You know, because one thing I know it, that wicked shit always comes to the light. And it can't no weapon form against you, y'all, when you got God on your side. When you put God first, like really put him first, and cover yourself and smother yourself with that blood of Jesus, I'm here, I swear, if y'all ain't heard nothing, them devils and them demons and them negative entities and principalities that rule this earth, they can't get on you. Your intuitive God-like spirit will sense it out, and shit'll start going feeling weird. When you start feeling like something is weird and off, that's your intuition, man. Always fucking take heed to that. And the more you get in tune with God, the more you can tell when something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? It's harder for you to get tricked from the wool that the devil tries to put on us to block our true vision in life. And that's a discernment that I have just actually take heed to and receive. And it has been a beautiful feeling to be able to see the truth and what I thought was the truth, but it was really smoke and mirrors. That has been one of the most beautiful things that I have received from God, is that discernment. And the fleshful emotions that come from that is sadness. You know, you get sad. You're like, man, I can't believe it happened like that. But those are just fleshful emotions. And one thing about emotions, when you are vulnerable to allow emotions control how you wake up and feel every day, if it's on the negative spectrum, it can become very detrimental. You know, it can be the reason why many men have sank, for letting that negative feeling, that anger, that sadness, that feeling of betrayal and all that there, you know, if you let that really truly consume you, then it'll keep you in a low spot in life. It'll make you actually vibrate on a low astral plane. And the lowest that we vibrate as humans, as individuals now, I'll give y'all some game right now. You know, y'all know what vibration I'm talking about. When you wake up and you just you good, you know, you just got God in your spirit. That's a high vibration. We get closer to God when we vibrate on that. But the lower, you know, the feelings of sadness, you know, we all know all the negative ones, you know, all the bull crap ones. When you vibrate on that for so long, that is the lowest vibration in a heavenly earthly form, but is also the highest vibration in hell. So let that sink in. When you're fueled up from all the bad thoughts, anything negative, anything emotional that stunts your growth, hinders you, anything that makes you frown instead of smile, anything that makes you cry instead of laugh. And, that vibration of internal feeling is actually the highest vibration in the world of Satan. And that's what attracts those bullshits. That's when next thing you know, it's just all around you. And I vibrated in that for so long to the point where I started feeling like it was a normal feeling. No, I broke those chains. I haven't broken all of them, but I have slowly but surely in these past couple of, past month or so, I have seen myself elevate internally, externally, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. I have seen my life, we all, I'm going to take you to like statistics class, the graph, the dots, you know how you can look at a graph and tell if if it's up on the incline, you see them dots and they just elevating. That's me right now. You know what I'm saying? My incline isn't like how I want it to be in the future, but I'm able to see slow but sure baby step growth. In every aspect of my life, I'm able to pause and take these little moments to where I'm not distracted. Even though I'm on live right now, I'm not distracted. I'm actually just venting to y'all because I still battle with not being able to talk about this type of stuff around large groups of people. It's easy for me to get on here and look at my screen and talk and know I got a few people on my live. Like I'm getting clarity, man. Like Amazing Grace, man. I was blind, but now I can start to see. I was really blind, man. But now I can see, man. And that grace is really amazing. So, the author of that song, that's like an old church song, man. But it's still in existence today. That's like one of the most famous Amazing Grace. Every time I hear it, I cry. I catch myself, humming it sometimes, just the hymn of it. And that's a vibration of God, So I try to eliminate anything or any type of emotion that will make me vibrate on a lower scale. And those are the chains that I'm learning to break off, and I'm praying that each and every one of friends, family, anybody who's dealing with a hard time, they can break it off, and let's just continue to elevate in life together. I don't need you not being harsh, or just like you don't need me. But in the same sense, we are connected in of creations from the Creator. And so evidently he did feel like we needed each other. And so with that said, I'm gonna always continue to get on here and push out the good message, the good vibes, the love, the same love that I get given to. I just want to give out back to the world, And I promise y'all, it's like a formula, You will see stuff grow around you. If animals already aren't attracted to you, you'll see more animals be around you. It's like, the birds come closer to you. And that's the beauty of life, Like my mama George said, if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing out at all. Hold your mouth and realize it does pay to listen. And I had a pastor last night, before I get off of here, I keep saying that. Prayer is asking and see, a lot of us forget listening. Amen to that. When we pray, we communicate, but do we listen? Do we listen? I know I wasn't listening. I was just showing up, sending them out there the whole time. He was giving me discernments and blessings and inner insight that only we know as humans that we have and that we receive through our God. We all have our own relationship with God, but I didn't listen for many moons. And, that's the two-sided aspect of prayer. It's asking and also, butterfly, I can't bring it back. Come on, baby. R.I.P. the butterfly, y'all. I'm gonna give it a proper burial. I am. This little baby wing that fell off. An insect coming out. Oh. But I love y'all. I ain't gonna get on here and cloud y'all up, man. I know it's Saturday. Y'all got better things to do than watch me. I love y'all. Scoob for president. Before I get off of here again, y'all, man, click on my link on Facebook. Tiffany Gay, best server of LaGrange. Click on it. Type her name in. On the option, click that little arrow. Server, restaurant server. Bam. Type it in. Scroll down. Submit, y'all. I love y'all. Scoob for president, man. God bless each and every one of y'all. Charity. Thank you for all them stars, baby. Whew. I love y'all.